man. This guy can cook.
Rihanna Bowl, it's the 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 Rihanna Bowl. What it is, what it is, what it do, what it do. The Rihanna Bowl, it's the Rihanna Bowl, it's the Rihanna Bowl, it's the Rihanna Bowl. What it is,
what is up, everybody? Happy Monday!
The Rihanna Bowl, it's the Rihanna Bowl,
It's the Rihanna Bowl. It's the Rihanna Bowl. Hey, hey, hey.
Shout out my little P2 like that.
What is up, everybody? This is Virgo and Spock.
What's good?
So, we are here to talk about the Rihanna Bowl.
The Rihanna Bowl.
The Rihanna concert that was at a football game. While they had a football game during her baby shower, I had no idea.
I would never know.
Okay. Everybody on Facebook, everybody on Instagram, how you guys doing tonight? We are going to be talking about the Rihanna Bowl.
The Rihanna Bowl.
All right. So, but first, can you go on your...
This one going.
Okay. First, we got to get our wine together.
Get the wine together.
Because since Rihanna can't drink, we're going to drink for her.
Get it together because we need it.
Okay? So, here we go. Here's my glass. I don't want too much. That's cute, right?
You a G. You can do a little bit more than that.
No.
You don't want more than that? I got it. I'm going to do it for you then.
Gung, 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 gung.
I was just playing.
You got work, baby. But yeah, thank you guys for coming in tonight. Make sure you share this video.
Thank you.
Make sure you tell everybody to follow us and like us on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube.
TikTok.
Subscribe to our YouTube. Welcome to the Virgo Lounge. Okay.
Yeah.
We got some more things coming for this area. We're gonna make it look real good soon.
It's gonna look real fairy-like.
Okay.
Mixed with a little bit of siren.
Okay. So,
what's up?
There's a lot of conflicting feelings about the Rihanna Bowl.
Okay.
Some people are feeling like she didn't do enough. Some people are saying that she did amazing. What was like your first initial thought?
I was excited, like when the camera like panning on her and she looked like she was in her zone and focus. I was like, oh, she's about to take it to another level. And she was doing it for a little bit and then it kind of like felt a little like flat.
Yeah.
But overall, we went back and watched it again. I think she did a good job. I just think it was some elements that were missing.
Okay.
In the performance.
Okay, I see that.
Do y'all agree?
Do y'all agree? How did y'all feel about Rihanna's performance? Let us know in the comments. Make sure you let us know. Okay, this is my thing. I think what happened was when people do the Super Bowl, people expect big. They expect huge. They expect just an extravaganza, right?
On 10.
On 10. And then we were super, super excited that it was Rihanna and she was like, it was like this comeback thing. And like, I think we all really got our hopes up. And then when the performance happened, it was just like, I didn't even catch on to the fact that she was pregnant. While I was watching the performance, like you said earlier, I thought she had like a harness on or something.
Like a fly over the stadium.
I thought she had a harness on because she was up on that floating stage. I was like, oh, that's just a harness. So after that, I didn't really pay attention to her stomach after that. So I wasn't really thinking, oh, she's pregnant, that's why she might be moving a little bit slower than usual. But I just felt like it was the initial watching of it. I just felt like she had really low energy, and I just felt like the performance didn't. The whole production to me, I just feel like it didn't elevate past a certain point.
Okay,
that's how I feel.
The choreography was amazing. Like I told you earlier, the choreography, it fit, like the choreographer, shout out to her, or I don't know the pronoun.
Paris Goebel.
Paris. It fit Rihanna's attitude. It fit her swag. So I love the choreography. I think that the stage design could have been a little bit more. She was brave. She was brave though to be pregnant at 150 feet in the air. I wouldn't have did it.
And I like the fact that the mic was on.
A little sometimes.
During the performance. It was on. The mic was on during the performance. In some parts, the mic was very much on. I just wish she would have had like more people come out. There was so many opportunities for people to come out. Jay-Z could have came out.
Jay-Z, you were right
DJ Khaled. The DJ Khaled, and who's the guy that did the song Wow Wow Wow?
DJ Khaled, Rihanna, and
who's that guy? The singer.
It wasn't Bryson Tiller. It was.
Is it Bryson Tiller?
It wasn't Bryson Tiller. Was it Bryson Tiller?
I think it was Bryson Tiller. I never paid attention to his part. But
they're interchangeable.
Yeah.
I think he could have used some pyrotechnics, even some hydrotechnics.
Because they had the fireworks like on top of the stadium or whatever they call that people play football in. They had, but I just feel like the stage needed some more pizzazz.
Yeah.
Like I think the stage set was cute, but it was like nothing else happened to it.
Yeah.
It needed some more flair, some more things popping out, some more lights, like more. I feel like her Fenty fashion shows were more aesthetically pleasing than that stage.
Her VMA performance for the award that she got. Remember that time she performed like throughout the whole VMAs?
Yeah.
That was iconic.
Yeah.
So we know that she's capable. I think she's just tired. She's pregnant.
But also, can I say this? Are you saying anything on Instagram?
Miss Triel said we're gonna get a drink for her.
Yes.
And that's right. That's about it.
Okay. So this is
Rob said, "What's up? What's up, Rob?"
This is my thing. Okay. Everybody's like, "Well, she was pregnant."
Don't you do it? Don't you?
I'm not. Listen, I'm not a person that can bear children. I don't know how it feels to move about this world carrying a child. I would never know. Okay. But my thing is this: I'm not sure how far along these people know about these performances, like how far ahead. But I would like, in my mind, I like to think that they give them at least 6 months.
At least 6 months to a year.
So I'm like, baby, why did you agree to do this if A, you were going to end up pregnant, or B, you were already pregnant? Like,
I mean,
people had high hopes for this.
But it's a lot of people that are pregnant and performing. So like, she probably didn't think nothing of it.
And listen, I didn't want to bring those people up, but those people that have been pregnant and performed.
Well, everybody's
high level.
But everybody's body is different.
But you shouldn't have agreed to do it if you were not going to be able to handle it. I don't want to hear the excuse that she was pregnant.
You will be a strict A&R.
I don't want to hear the excuse that she was pregnant. Okay, then you shouldn't have done it. Because I'm pretty sure that you knew you were pregnant when you agreed to do the Super Bowl.
Rob said, I think you meant to say sometimes simple is better. So you liked it, Rob? Let me know. I mean, it wasn't horrible.
It wasn't horrible at all.
It wasn't horrible.
And there was some like cute moments, especially during Rude Boy when they did the little twerking situation, little island breakdown. I really enjoyed what's the other part I really enjoyed? I really enjoyed We Found Love in a Hopeless Place. I enjoyed that part. I enjoyed the opening of it. Yeah. I thought the opening sequence was really, really good. I also feel like the dancers carried a lot of it. They carried the hell out of that performance.
Which is why these dancers need to be getting paid more. Hello.
Yes, pay the dancers what they're supposed to be paid, girl. But what is what?
I love that she did. She honored Andre Leon Talley with the big red coat.
Yeah, was that a nod to him?
Yeah, it was.
How do we know that?
Barry Smith was on live earlier this morning, and that was one of his close friends. And I heard some other people saying that she was doing an ode to him with the big red jacket.
Okay,
so I love that.
What did you really expect though? Like, what was like when you were thinking of Rihanna halftime show? What were you picturing?
To be honest, as far as the choreography and all that, I think that was right up to par. I was just expecting like more collaborations, more guests. Mm-hmm. Like Jay-Z, you were right there. Jay-Z, you could have did them 2 songs.
Jay-Z was in the audience. She could have just thrown him a mic and he could have did Umbrella with her and Run This Town. Mm-hmm. Hell, I'm not even a Kanye West fan right now. I wouldn't mind Kanye West coming out for All the Lights. Mm-hmm. I'm not a big DJ Khaled fan, but I would have loved to see DJ Khaled come out during what's that song called?
Wild Thoughts.
Like it was so many opportunities for her to bring somebody out and maybe just bring somebody out that like J-Lo did with Shakira, or like when what's that band that had Beyonce and Bruno Mars come out?
I use my
Coldplay brought Beyonce and Bruno Mars out of nowhere.
To give it some kind of dynamic,
dynamic. It was missing. It was very flat to me. Mm. It was just flat. And God, I love Rihanna.
I live for Rihanna.
Rihanna is one of my favorite artists in the world. I love Rihanna. So I was just expecting a lot more. I really would love to have seen something like she's done for her Fenty fashion shows, where it was like really stylized, really aesthetic, structured, lights. Like if it was a Fenty show, I would have been pleased.
But see, the thing about it is, as far as like the choreography go and the styling and how they had it set up, it is like a Fenty show. It was just missing, like you said, like lights, pyro, people, like yeah.
And I saw this one thing online. The person was just like, well, they made it a little deep. They were like, well, Rihanna, she knows that she's enough, and she didn't have to bring. I'm like, we get it, girl. Women power to the women, but we need a show. Mm-hmm. We don't need a think piece. We need a show.
A little. I have a little gut feeling that this has been documented for a documentary.
You think so?
I have a gut feeling that it is. And we're going to know a lot more about what went on behind the scenes.
But what also really what set me back was like, this to me wasn't like a comeback performance.
No.
And I feel like, let's say she wasn't pregnant, mm-hmm. right? I feel like you should not have agreed to it if your heart is not in the music anymore, mm-hmm. which I understand. I heard the music industry is something else. Mm-hmm. So if you don't want to do it anymore, you shouldn't agree to do it. And people, and to me, the energy was, I can't wait till this is over.
Could it be this? Could it be that since she's been gone for so long and we kind of hyped it up with high expectations?
You think we let ourselves down?
Yeah. I think that
we got too excited.
I think we probably got too excited. I think that may be the case. I think, yeah, because I was excited. Like I was like, she about to give us new music. We about to have like a new song, at least a new single on iTunes.
Or a tour announcement. I didn't know we were having a gender reveal. That was the biggest gender reveal in the world. Oh, like I just feel like, okay, Rihanna, if you're not in it no more, if you don't find performing and doing music enjoyable, I am not the kind of fan that wants you to make music like a zombie and just churn out songs against your will and all that stuff. I need you to me it was almost like a letdown to the fans, because your fans really expected something huge and monumental, which it wasn't a bad show. It just wasn't. a comeback show that you've been gone for almost 10 years.
You know what else I think she could have used? This is speaking from a choreographer's aspect. She had a lot of dancers.
Yeah.
So I think they could have like split some of those dancers up with different sections. I think that she should have brought like the Barbadian island fields as one section and had like the dancers come out and have a different costume on to still accentuated her outfit.
Yeah.
I think it should have been divided like that instead of it. They would have gave it a little bit more dynamic.
Yeah. Because like it didn't need to be a whole bunch of costume changes and all that. I know you have your crunch for time, but it could have been like you just said, like different elements of the show. Like you had the island songs that you have out. Then you have your pop songs that you came out. In each segment is a different group of dancers, a different costuming, different stage entrances, pyro.
They could have gave it a different dynamic. Rob said, and she did stuff people were not expecting because everybody thought she was going to do a lot and have a lot of people come out with her. I mean, it could have helped.
When we watched it back the second time, I felt like the only thing it needed was more people. Because it was like, I felt like some of the songs were empty, because some of these songs were features, like people that were on the songs with her. So it kind of felt like, okay, I'm going to sing this hook real quick, and then all y'all getting is this hook to the song. And then I'm going to go do this song, and then y'all not getting the whole song, because it could have been so much, I don't know. After watching it the first time, I was like, this is lackluster.
So if you were to rate it from 1 to 10, with 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest, what would you rate it? I got my rating.
Between 1 and 10?
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
I would give it a solid 7.
Okay.
7, I mean, it was good. It wasn't, like I said, it wasn't horrible. But it could have had so much more in it. And I think the dynamics was what's missing. So I would give it a solid 7. What would you give?
I want to say 7 too, maybe 6.5.
Damn.
Maybe 6.5.
Woo!
This is probably going into a different subject.
Okay.
But I really am not feeling, and maybe this is, how these artists are feeling as well. I'm not feeling how music is nowadays. Hold on. The national anthems were horrible. Besides the white guy, Rihanna was okay. She couldn't do much, so I rate her at 8 out of 10. Okay.
So you didn't like Cheryl Lee Ralph doing the Black National Anthem?
The national anthems were horrible.
Chi, how do you feel about that?
But this is my This is my thing about the music industry now. I feel like everybody, including the vets and the icons, are low-key over it. Because I feel like even the top girls are just doing random stuff. Like this whole, to be honest with you, the whole fact of her doing the Super Bowl was random. Like, why would you do Super Bowl if you don't have any plans for new music? You don't have no plans for a tour. You don't have no plans to release anything musically. You're just gonna randomly do the Super Bowl and not have anything to roll out afterwards? Oh, I'm throwing shade.
I mean, I'm sorry.
It just feel like even when it comes down to Beyonce, it's like Beyonce is just like releasing music, no visuals, no news about the visuals. It's just like I feel like everybody's just doing random stuff with music now. There's no rollouts, there's no plan, there's no like backing, and I just feel like it's weird.
This is off subject, but I just feel like the Renaissance era has been like one of my favorite eras musically, but the whole rollout is a little sloppy.
Oh, but yeah, okay, this is
the whole ticket buying process is stressful.
Oh, that we're probably not going to the Renaissance tour because first off, the buying the tickets was just too much. It was too much anxiety. You gotta sign up for this, and sign up for that, and sign up for this, and wait for a code. I ain't got time for all that. But what was you saying?
About the Beyonce.
Oh yeah. So with Beyonce, I just feel like she just put the album out and said, "Okay, y'all."
Yeah, I just feel like you going piggybacking off of what you said. The legends and the vets. This is not the industry that they entered into.
Right.
I just feel like now with the entertainment industry, all you gotta do is look good and have followers.
Sometimes look good.
Well, yeah.
That's starting to change a little bit too, especially for men.
Shit. And just have followers and like boom, you win.
There's no remember. Okay, I don't want to sound old, you guys. I don't want to sound like an old person, but back in my day, okay, music artists had rollouts, and you anticipated the album. You had about 1 or 2 singles. You had 1 or 2 videos. You had a release date that you knew it was gonna come out. You knew you were gonna be in line to go get that CD, and you knew you were gonna go get that album during the weekend when you got paid. Like you knew something great was happening. Now it's just like,
Or in your case, the cassette tape.
oh baby, in your case, the 8-track. Okay, in your case, the 8-track. Don't try me.
Oh god.
I just feel like nowadays there's no anticipation.
Yeah.
There's no like, oh, my favorite's gonna release. Your favorite literally does nothing and then releases an album out of nowhere and then does nothing after that.
I blame Beyonce.
Beyonce did, but at least even when Beyonce put out Beyonce, the album, it was a secret album, but it had videos.
Mm-hmm. Rob said, do you think she got paid to do it? Well, I heard that she didn't get paid.
People don't get paid for the Super Bowl
Yeah.
because the thing is that the Super Bowl pays you for your production. Like the budget goes towards your staging, your dancers, the employees included, all that. That's what. But what the payoff is that you're performing your songs in front of millions of people. So usually the streams go up, album sales go up, products that you sell go up. What else? Movies, all that, everything goes up because 100 million people saw you.
They said our streams went up like 300%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean that's how you get paid in the end, by people buying into your music and hearing your stuff.
Why look like heaven coming up in our video?
Because I'm an angel. I see. I'm an angel. This is my light.
Okay.
That's my light. You see it. It moves wherever I move. But yeah, we overall, I think that she did a good job. I think she did a good job.
I think compared to other halftime shows, hers is not in the top.
Nah, it's not.
I really don't. And this is just my opinion, guys. I love Rihanna. Rihanna's one of my favorite artists, but I would not put this in the top. I want to say it wouldn't be in the top 5, but I don't.
What?
Would it even be in the top 10?
Yeah.
Because there's been some epic halftime shows.
You know who her halftime show reminded me of?
This is getting on my nerves.
What?
That late.
Her halftime. This is my light, friend. It's coming from my
I don't like it.
But her halftime show reminded me of Justin Timberlake's halftime show.
I don't even remember.
Good, but it's just
I don't even
something.
I don't even remember Justin Timberlake's halftime show.
Wow.
I have no shade to him. I'm a fan of his too, but I don't remember much about it. I remember him singing "Won't be so quick to run away," and he had like the homeless chic clothes on. I remember that when he should have brought out Janet Jackson, but and apologized to her on stage. But
speaking of Janet, can we segue a little bit? Do you know that the Grammys were in talks to honor her?
This past
Grammys, but they didn't do it because they didn't know how the general audience would feel about the girl. Has been
what?
They didn't know how the general audience would feel about her being tributed at the Grammys. It's been 20 years.
The general public wants
exactly
the redemption of Janet Jackson. What are you talking about?
When they said that, they talking about like the kind of people.
I want to have another moment. You're
not gonna do it. You gave it to him. It's okay, Sue. It's all right. Calm down.
But you know the truth.
Calm down.
I hate it.
Calm
I
down.
hate the
Freddie.
tour. I hate the tour. I go through hell touring. I'm gonna keep it more positive. But you know the truth.
I can't. Good Virgo energy.
Oh, but yeah, okay. But
Hey, favorite librarian. Hey, Forrest. Hey, Marie.
Hey, baby.
Hey, Marie.
Who else is in here?
We have Forrest. We have Octavia.
Hey, Octavia.
We have Rob.
Who the?
Yola.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, and this is also a thing when it comes to Rihanna's halftime show, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she felt accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
I know it was probably a hard process, especially being pregnant. So I think she felt proud of herself. I don't think the performance was as bad as some people are making it.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't given, Mariah Carey in heels. Exactly. Okay? Now that's who they should get to do the halftime show, bitch. Give Mariah Carey on that halftime show. So she can give you a good old offbeat bop, baby. Mariah Carey will set it off. Okay?
You know what Mariah Carey actually... No. The breakdown video...
Break down.
She was kind of giving it just a little bit in the video. I was like, where's that energy on stage?
But you know what I think too?
What?
I think performers are human.
Yeah.
And we don't know what kind of behind the scenes things were happening to maybe make her feel a little off during the performance. Maybe there was something going on with the sound that we didn't know about. Maybe there was something going on with just things that we didn't know about.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe that somebody said something to her before and it kind of threw her off. Maybe she was having a bad pregnancy day. Maybe that baby was kicking her ass. Okay?
The egg did crack, bitch, and she said, "You made me feel." I said, "You're live."
I was like, oh, baby.
The mic is on.
But I think when it comes to the Super Bowl,
mm-hmm.
I don't think people expected Rihanna to go out there and break it down like Janet Jackson or like Beyonce or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think it could have had a little bit more pizzazz.
Yeah.
But who would you like to see do the Super Bowl?
Usher.
Yeah. I think Usher would be a good. Why hasn't he done the Super Bowl yet?
Usher.
Hasn't he?
No.
Not even a guest?
I never seen him guess.
He didn't come out that year Britney Spears came out?
No, that was Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige has been in 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, she has. I think
I would like to see Mary doing that shit by herself.
Mary would be good. I think Mary would be good. I think Usher would be good. Who else would be a good by himself?
And my good sis was in a healthy mental state. I would love to see Britney do it. Yeah.
I mean, Britney. If we take Britney Spears from 2001 and bring her here in 2023,
Mm-hmm.
she could do the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
The new Britney.
Not even 2005.
That new 2001, baby. I need
2005. She was giving it a little
2005
bit.
when she started slipping.
But she was giving it a
She
little
was
bit.
slipping.
But
she was slipping.
But
she might not have showed the fuck up. She might not have shown the fuck up in 2005, baby.
Who else would I like to see do it?
Who's an electrifying performer? So J-Lo's already done it. Madonna's done it. Janet Jackson's done it. In a horrible way. I can't believe that. It's still a fucking problem with people. Who else would be a good halftimer?
Missy.
By herself?
By herself.
But Missy would need a lot of guests, though.
No, she don't.
Almost a lot of her songs were guests, had features on it.
Missy clearly showed that she can handle a set by herself.
Well, I mean, I could see Missy if she had some guests though. I would like to see Missy with guests.
Somebody was like Nicki Minaj.
Next.
But now I can see it.
Next.
Wait, hold up, wait.
Next.
Listen.
Next.
Hear me out. Tank was like Ciara if she didn't. Oh shit.
Ciara
if she didn't do it already. Yes.
Ciara would be good. She gotta be with somebody though, I think.
Yeah. I don't think. Yeah.
Oh, if they ever have, they did that already. Never mind.
What?
I was like, they had like a Super Bowl in Atlanta one day. They could have all the Atlanta greats come out. Didn't they do that before?
But they didn't have any of the Atlanta greats come out when they was in Atlanta.
Didn't they? Didn't the Big Boy come out?
It was like 2 seconds.
They came out.
Girl, Piss me off. I'm still tight.
Who else would be good during the Super Bowl? Who do y'all think would be good at the Super Bowl? We heard Sierra. Who else?
Give my good girl Dolly Parton. Get her up there.
Shania Twain.
Get the country girls up there.
Has Shania Twain did it before?
I don't think so.
Let's fact check that real quick.
I don't know. No, I don't believe. I'm definitely campaigning for Usher to do that shit though.
I think Usher would be a good addition.
Usher. Or we can do like break it down and just bring like multiple artists. Do some like Destiny Child should do it.
They already did it.
Destiny Child do the Super Bowl. Beyonce did the Super Bowl and brought Kelly and Michelle out. I'm talking about Destiny's Child. And bring back DC5. She did it? She did. 2003.
She was a guest. Yeah, so Shania Twain, it's been close to 2 decades since the country singer took the stage during the Super Bowl's halftime. Shania Twain was the last to do it, playing 2 songs during the Super Bowl. I don't know what that means. In San Diego.
Let's get Escape. Is Escape gonna do the Super Bowl with it?
No. I think when it comes to the Super Bowl, right, I think you have to have the perfect amount of, like, iconology and popularity. Lizzo
ain't put in enough years.
Lizzo could do the Super Bowl.
Lizzo ain't put in enough years.
Lizzo could do Super Bowl. Somebody say that about her success.
I'm saying Lizzo is great. Hold on. So favorite librarian is Janelle Monáe.
No, Chris Brown.
Chris Brown can absolutely do it, but I don't think he wants to though.
They're not gonna ask.
Get off of that man neck.
They're not gonna ask that crazy thing to do the Super Bowl.
Get off of his neck.
He's probably gonna try to be on the field hitting people.
Get off of his neck. But no,
if he knows what the Super Bowl halftime show is, who the fuck is Robert Glasper?
Oh shit.
Anyway,
they really tease you off.
Oh, that teased me off. No, Chris Brown. Please.
Janelle Monáe can do it, but I think she would need.
Janelle Monáe don't have the hits though to do the Super Bowl. She could be a guest, maybe.
But she'll light that shit up though.
She'll light it up. I think she'll do good, but nobody could know what song she's singing. Because only like queer people and black people know about Janelle Monáe.
Rob said that's how it's been in the past few halftime shows.
What?
Can you expound on that? Can you expound on that for me, please? No, but I think Lizzo would be great. I just think that Lizzo needs at least 2 more albums.
Really?
They like at least 2.
Lizzo with some guests.
I'm talking about by herself.
She has really popular songs though, Chris. People know them. People know them songs.
I think Lizzo will tell you she needs at least 1 or 2 more albums.
Lizzo wants to do in the Super Bowl right the fuck now, bitch. And she gonna wear a full football outfit.
And it'll be controversial as
okay.
Shit. Like, you know she gonna be naked. She's gonna be naked.
But who else could do? I mean, because when it comes to Super Bowl, they like to try to bring in like artists I'm not really familiar with. They try like country singers and all that stuff. Maybe somebody from the Country Girls could do it. I'm not.
That's definitely the way it's going next year.
Oh yeah, it's been too black.
Y'all black ass.
It's been too black for the white people for a couple years. You know, Jay-Z's over the Super Bowl halftime show.
They had Shirley Rouse in the black legal anthem.
Oh, they were mad. Can we talk about this real quick?
What happened?
Real quick. How dare people in this country try to strip our history away from us? You've already done it. You've already stripped our history of us. Well, how did I get here? But Shirley Ralph.
Mm-hmm. Guess what?
They were so upset that Shirley Ralph did the Black National Anthem. What do we need to do that for? What is it? Why do you act like we don't matter in this country?
You're so scared.
Black people have built this country from the ground up and are continuing to build this country from the ground up. Cheryl Lee Ralph singing the national anthem, the black national anthem deserves to be on the Super Bowl just as much as the regular one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Especially since the Super Bowl happened during Black History Month.
Right. The Super Bowl always happens during February. Why the hell not?
And it's a controversial thing going on with that. With Black History Month. Segue real quick small. So the thing about it is that they're saying like Black History Month is made for Black Americans, like African Americans, and some people feel like the whole diaspora shouldn't be like able to celebrate Black History Month.
Well, here's the thing. I don't like the verbiage of they shouldn't celebrate it. Mm-hmm. It is a from my knowledge, I might be wrong, guys. From my knowledge, it is a United States of America thing.
I was thinking too.
It is our thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with people that aren't from the United States that were in the diaspora can also celebrate their blackness during this month as well. Because we all come from the same place. We just went to different parts of the world, girl. Some people went up to Europe, some people went to the islands, some people went here.
South America.
Like, come on. Like, why not include other people? Because it's already bad enough that black people from different regions of the world are trying to be like, who's the best black people? Mm-hmm. They hate the United States. They hate African Americans. The African Americans don't like the ones from the UK. The UK ones don't like the one from Africa. The ones from Africa don't like none of us. The ones from the ones in the Caribbean and South America think they're white. And it's like, what?
And it's like the white people sitting back like this.
Enjoying it. It's all the game of white supremacy. I didn't want to make this a serious live.
They're like this, bitch.
I didn't want to make this a serious live, but girl, we're there, okay? Black History Month is very important. I think that Black history should be implicated into every part of history throughout the whole year. Sure. But I don't think there's anything wrong with us celebrating Black history the most during Black History Month.
Black history is American history.
And can I be honest with you? I remember growing up, right? I heard somebody say this on Instagram. We don't teach white history. No, we teach whitewashed history. Mm-hmm. Because the reason why white people, especially ones in power, want to erase Black history, they don't want to tell the truth of what white people did. Mm-hmm. Okay? Because history class names all like the thing, the discovery of America, the creation of the United States. They don't talk about the complete erasure of Native Americans, where they came and slaughtered these people, took them from hundreds and hundreds of millions of Native Americans down to maybe a couple million. They don't talk about that. They don't talk about people being put in shackles and being treated like literal cattle. They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about the hangings. They don't want to talk about the murders and the slayings of Black people. They don't want that to come out. That's why it's not really about blackness. It's about us finding out the real truth about what white people did in history. That's the problem.
They're scared for their kids.
Because it's very ugly.
Because these kids now are not going for it, bitch.
And you know what else makes me... You know how that law in Florida where it's like, if you can't teach history, if it makes somebody feel bad about themselves. But what about the Black people? You teaching them... Okay, a white person hears... A white kid hears that white people own slaves. Okay? Oh my God, they're going to hurt their feelings. But you don't feel like erasing Black history could have hurt a Black student's feelings?
So you don't want us to learn our history, and you don't want to give us reparations. Get your ass out of here, girl.
So the Black students have to feel ostracized and alienated because the white students don't want to feel bad about actual history.
Because I promise you, they was trying to like force us to like celebrate Christopher Columbus, and I was never with that.
I don't know what kind of teachers were that you grew up with, but I don't know, because I'm from an inner city where like blackness was literally like the poorest people in the city. My teachers who were white were a lot more aware and socially aware and like woke. I had white teachers that said, screw these books. These people were treated like cattle. These people were murdered. These people were slain. These people were by Europeans, by white people. White people were telling me this. That's why I moved down here in the South. I was like, oh, this is a different kind of white people. Or the deep South. You think I'm from the South. Maryland's not the South.
It is.
I came down here, I was like, oh, these are racist people. Well, there's racist people in Baltimore. But it's a different kind of racism in Baltimore. I feel like it is. It's like, down here, it's like, I don't know, I can't explain
I
that.
definitely feel like racism is racism, friend.
I mean, it is, but down here, y'all, them white people down here, they racist.
And white supremacy is why Rihanna had that performance last night. We don't blame it on white supremacy.
White supremacy sucked the energy out of her.
She's on the white. I'm sorry.
And she couldn't perform at her highs because all that white supremacy in that stadium was sucking her Caribbean life from her. Okay? Succubus.
Madonna.
But no, for real, it's like, I just feel like this whole situation with teaching history, why? I just like, and I also feel like I'm also at a loss as well, but I also feel like, is anybody doing anything? Why is nobody protesting books? Have you seen the bookshelves in Florida? They're stripped.
Yeah.
There has to be a literary expert to go through all the books that a school has to see if it's appropriate to teach school. They erase books. Like, I feel like we are in a weird time in this country.
But guess what? You can erase the books, but you can't erase these phones. And all the stuff is on TikTok. All this information,
and I feel like
is on your phone.
I feel like nobody's doing anything. I don't know, and maybe it's the same way I feel. I don't know what to do. But I feel like why is nobody protesting like Black history being erased? Except for that school in Alabama where the 200 kids walked out. Because they were putting on like a Black History Month presentation and the slavery part had to be taken out. That's a part of American history, girl. That's a part of our history. Slavery is a part of our fucking history. How you gonna get mad that we were slaves?
Enslaved.
That we were enslaved. How can you try to deny that? It happened, girl. And it didn't stop when it ended. There's at least another 100 years of Jim Crow.
And bitch, we still going through it today.
We still are getting slain in
the same shit that happened in the 50s and the 60s is still going on now.
But the thing is, you're not going to be able to erase, like you just said, you're not going to be able to erase Black history because there's people that will independently teach their kids about Black history. There's libraries that they can go to where it's a public library to go read these books, and they don't have to read it in school.
And you have information on your phone. Just to go through TikTok.
Google is right there. Everything is right there. And guess what? These are articles and history papers written by actual experts and historians, not some weird kook on TikTok that loves white supremacy.
And you know who else gonna go down in history?
Who?
Rihanna with their performance.
It should be all Black people performing at the
Every year.
Black people.
That's a part of our reparations every year.
Black people and POC.
Because quiet is kept. We can entertain and y'all love that shit.
And that's another thing.
And we can do more than that. No, I don't want to just strip it to entertainment. We can do everything.
Oh, there's Black scientists, there's Black doctors, there's Black nurses, there's Black college professors, historians. Blackness.
We're 101.
It's everywhere. It's never going to. It doesn't matter how much you try to erase the history, girl. She's not going anywhere.
We're number one.
Okay? She's not going anywhere. And this is coming from a mixed person, okay?
We're cozy.
And I know why I was thinking about this too. I see a lot of this.
You can cuff it.
I hear some discourse online about like people that were raised in mixed families. I had a completely different experience. There was never a time where I was made to feel like I was white. There was never a time where I was told that I was white. There was never a time where I was told to be proud of being mixed. I was raised as a black child. I knew my mother was white. I knew my father was black. But I was never told that, oh, you're mixed. You're not black, you're mixed. I was told, baby, you're black. This is not white passing, sweetie. Okay, I can't walk into a room and be like, I'm white. I can't use white privilege to my advantage. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of people, like mixed people online, like, well, I grew up with, I was made fun of for being, girl, who cares?
Well, you can't erase their feelings.
But what I'm saying is they're making it as if like them being mixed, they feel, maybe they do. Because it really does depend on how you're raised. I wasn't raised by a racist white woman. Okay? I wasn't raised by a woman that fetishized black people. I was raised by a white woman that told me you are a black person. When you walk out this door, you are a black person. It doesn't matter who I am, it doesn't matter who your sister is, you are black. I never had an identity crisis when it came to my blackness. Now, there is some cultural differences, I must say that. There are cultural differences when you're raised within a mixed family. Because white people do different stuff than black people.
What's one of your differences?
I wouldn't know. Like I need a question. Like the contrast between my black side of my family and my white side, things were just so much different. It was just so much different. But at the same time, I embraced the difference. But I never walked around like, oh, I'm mixed. I'm light skinned. I have curly hair. I'm better than you.
So you don't feel connected to your whiteness?
No.
Tiny.
Like I said, this things you call me out on all the time. That say, oh, you white. There's some things that are cultural differences that I might do something different than someone that was raised by an all black family. There are cultures. The way the food is made, the way the food is seasoned, it is different.
Oh, bitch, this you black when they come to that because this bitch season his food. I be like, girl, let me go get my little cinnamon.
But honestly, I learned how to season. I learned how to season food. Listen, I learned how to season food later in life.
Okay.
Because I'm not saying my mother's cooking was like bad, but like black people, garlic powder, onion powder. Red pepper, cayenne pepper, adobo, salt, pepper. The whole cabinet goes in the food. Okay, my mother might sprinkle some onion powder, a couple parsley, some salt, some pepper, maybe a little bit of garlic. It wasn't no smorgasbord of seasoning. I learned that later on in life when I started making my own food. So it's like there are some cultures, but I can pick out the cultural differences if it happens. I can pick it out. Like white people celebrate holidays a little different than black people.
I know he had the fucking tree up to February. I was like, friend, take the tree down.
In my family, the tree
it is February.
I took it down in January.
You took the tree down February 1st.
No, it was like January.
The first day of Black History Month, he took it down. I was like,
I did after Martin Luther King's birthday. In my house, we took down the tree any day after Martin Luther King's birthday, which could have been March. But there are some cultural differences when it comes to being raised by white families.
This next year, the tree going down December 26th.
You have to have the tree up during
New
Year's.
You do not.
Yes, you do. That's a part of New Year's.
Take that tree down. How about don't have the tree at all? Okay?
The Grinch. The Grinch that stole Decatur, bitch. You on my nerve.
Give us some cute lights. No tree. No tree, please.
But no, back to the whole Super Bowl thing. I know we went on a racial.
Speaking of trees, I know we got a man. You can't smoke one. You see how I'm trying to tie it together?
You think
that was a little inappropriate?
you think-
I'm sorry, y'all.
Hold on, you think she's not?
No, shut up.
You think Rihanna stopped smoking?
Yeah, she's very responsible.
Is it bad to smoke marijuana? Why?
Yes.
Is it hold on? Is it bad to take marijuana products while you're pregnant?
Yes.
Even edibles?
I think. I don't know. I'm not sure. Now, I wouldn't do it if I was a woman or a person that can have children. I wouldn't do it.
I don't think it would. I don't think it would hurt.
I know she gonna. As soon as that baby come out, bitch, pass the blaze.
Blazing, baby.
I'm about to blaze up.
Rihanna has 2 kids. We're about to have 2 kids within a year.
We're getting old, bitch.
Rihanna's about to have 2 kids. Remember Rihanna was 18?
This ain't her last one either. She's a Caribbean girl.
Remember when she was 18?
Mm-hmm.
No, remember when she was 17?
I want people to appreciate me.
Oh my God, Rihanna has grown like, and I always feel like Rihanna's so much younger than me. She's only a year younger than me.
Rihanna is 34 years old.
I always think she's so much younger than she is. Like you think Chris Brown was so much younger than he is.
Y'all are old, girl. I'm a tenderoni. Bitch, I ain't even 30 yet.
Oh wow. You're not 30 yet, friend?
I'm 28 years old.
Okay. 10
10
years ago.
You bitch.
But no. So all in all, we really, after watching the Rihanna performance a second time, I don't think it was as bad as I first felt. When I first watched it, I just felt it was lackluster. This time, it was still lackluster, but I kind of like saw some good moments the second time around. I just wish at the end of the day, I wish she had more people come out. That's it, and more pyro and more lighting happening. That's it.
Yeah,
And I don't think it was a comeback performance.
I think what really would have, just to recap, I think what have really, this wine, ooh, take it away. What really would have set it off was, it should have been different sections. Because Rihanna has island music, Rihanna has pop music, Rihanna has R&B music. So I think that if she would have just divided the dancers and gave each part a different section, that would have gave it some more dynamics. But overall, it was still good.
Yeah, it was still amazing. But congratulations, Rihanna, for the pregnancy, for baby number 2. Okay? And congratulations for being now on the list as one of the icons that have done the Super Bowl.
Period. I think this kind of solidified her iconic status.
Yeah. Yeah, once you do the Super Bowl, it's kind of like, yeah, baby, you there.
And please, release a single or something. Like,
Can we get...
springtime is coming. We ain't got no visuals from Beyonce.
Rihanna.
Brandy is MIA. Victoria Monet is somewhere with her man. Normani, I don't know what's going on with her. Rihanna is pregnant.
Like I say this, you know who's working, though? You know who's working? I think people keep overlooking her, and I really wish people would get on board. Isla.
Yes.
There's an artist. I don't know if you guys heard of this artist. Her name is Isla. Okay.
IYLA.
IYLA, and I think her music is so good.
It's so good.
It's so good.
My God.
Her voice is beautiful. She has like really good arrangements. The beats, the production,
The beats snap.
the songwriting is amazing. So make sure y'all check out Isla. IYLA.
She has
She's
a
really
new
good.
project out. It's called Appetite for Disaster.
Yeah, she has like 4 projects.
3
projects out.
3 projects.
I discovered her before. I discovered her like a year before COVID. And I really got into her when COVID happened. And she was supposed to go on tour. And literally COVID shut everything down a week into her tour. So she's really good, guys.
When I tell you, like, this album, every time I get in the car, I listen to it.
Yeah.
Like, it got me in a choke. Like, how Renaissance had me in the chokehold. Yeah. Like, her backgrounds are like, what is it, lustrous?
Lush. Yeah.
Lush. Her backgrounds are lush. The way she sings her songs, like, it's amazing.
And you know what else I like about Isla? Isla is a white person. Okay.
She's a white boy.
And her music is a bit R&B and urban. But you can tell she's not trying to be a black person.
It don't feel forced.
It's not forced. It's not her, trying to be something that she's not. It's very authentic. And she doesn't try to do what's it called when you're blackfishing. She's not trying to be darker. She's not trying to get thicker hair. She's not trying to present as
She is a ginger.
she ain't trying to, she's not trying to present as black. She is just a girl that is a really good artist, and she has really good music, and she works hard for it. So I think people kind of overlook her. But Victoria Monet.
Where you at, sis?
We need to talk.
We keep shouting you out every week, and you gon' hear this message.
Victoria
I
Monet.
tag you in it.
We need to talk.
Tell her.
Because the Jaguar is lost in the woods, girl. Where's the Jaguar at? Okay, the Jaguar has escaped the zoo, sis. Let's get on it. Let's go catch the Jaguar, okay?
Jaguar.
What I say?
Jaguar.
I'm from Baltimore. Jaguar.
This is Jaguar.
Okay. So let's Victoria.
How you gonna read her and then you pronounce her album name?
Victoria. Let's bring it.
That was white. Jaguar. It's not Jaguar, bitch.
And Normani is a whole different story. Normani.
You on your third straw, sis. Where you at?
Chloe Bailey has an album coming out before you. How dare you?
She is a Gemini, so she marshal to be the own ground.
How dare you, Normani? How dare you? I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. We're about to get off of here because Chris has to work. But please share our videos. Please go to our YouTube and subscribe. It's VAF 1824 on everything.
Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all that.
VAF. V as in Virgo, A as in as, F as in...
A as in ass?
As.
I was in my mind with someone else.
The Virgo as fuck.
I said ass.
V as in Victor, A as in Apple, F as in Frank. 1824.
Speaking of Frank is in the chat.
Is Frank
Hey,
here?
Franklin. Yeah, he here.
Hey, Franklin. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys go subscribe and follow those pages. And let us know how you feel about Rihanna's performance in the comments.
Please.
This will be on YouTube too, so you can go back and watch it again and comment on YouTube. And subscribe.
That wine got me.
That's
feeling,
Isla.
That wine got me feeling really good.
That vine.
That vine got me feeling really good.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
My titties shaking?
You don't have titties no more, Frank.
I do have titties.
You don't.
I have breasts.
You don't have breasts.
I have breasts.
You don't have
Okay, guys. Bye, y'all.